Just come through my funk sway shit, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I was looking forward. I wanted you guys to meet him.
I was prepared.
Yeah, I know you was prepared.
I'd like to know what
Wow. Don just asked the question. Worm and Don just flip it off. They flip it off the thing, so it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm mad. Some people just get a little nervous about that situation.
We get a little mid-podcast guest. That might be.
It's all good.
We'll see.
It's all good. It's all good.
We'll see.
We're gonna talk about NFL today, but we'll talk about the college games and shit like that.
Talk about the Bengals' chances getting in because
Yeah,
they got a lot.
they need some help. They need.
They've
some
done all
losses.
they can. So
The Chiefs are going to screw us anyway.
Well, right now, my team ain't looking good right now. Anyway.
The Chiefs ain't going to let us
isn't
get in the
Tampa Bay
playoffs
and then
anyway.
winning in?
Tampa Bay is down 6. It's 6-16 at halftime. I'm so disgusted with
But
this.
who are they
You know
playing?
what? I picked
The Saints.
I picked the Bucks.
And we at home.
I picked the Bucks today. What you guys doing?
Don,
There's
we
my
fucking
first pick
around.
wrong.
Baker trying to force the ball, probably, man. Fucking
Hey, y'all playing in Tampa Bay too?
get the crib, man.
Every time I roll with
We'll see. We'll
We're
see.
going ahead, yeah. I'm
every time I
gonna
roll
break
with
it.
Baker's punk ass, she fucked me over. Just like in Cleveland.
All right. What's good, everybody? I'm your man, Neal, host of Live from the Nickel. We are at Magnolia's Bar. All four of us is here today. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful day today. Sponsored by Divine Printing and School Matters. They are our two sponsors for us. So, congratulations, you guys, on that. We got two great sponsors. They make our sweatshirts. They're going to be doing our t-shirts in the summer. We got a lot of things coming, wrapping up after this podcast, because this will be our last one for a little while, because I'm going to have surgery on Tuesday. So we'll take a little break, but when we come back, we're gonna get nasty with it. You feel me? We were supposed to have a guest on today, and she obviously couldn't make it. It's all good. So maybe I'll reach back out to her again, and she'll come back out. You know what I'm saying? Get on the show with us. But you guys see, I got Big Worm on the left, down at the end there, doing what he do best.
What's happening?
You know what I'm saying? You guys see Mr. Brown is back in the building,
up,
full
big? What's
effect.
going on?
You look like you're a little tired, brother.
Hey.
He put on
Pop
last.
say,
Hey, my dad always says, hey.
Some Sundays are harder than others.
Oh man, it is. But we'll take a break, and we have the young Miss Amanda in the building. You know what I'm saying? She rocking her. Congratulations to your Bengals
Oh,
last
my
night.
goodness. I just have to give a shout out to Charles because he got me this hoodie for my birthday.
that was
I told him
nice.
I
That's
appreciate
nice.
it. He gets me all my Bengals hoodies. for
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
she
know where he
got
finds them, but
she
he always
drip.
finds the coolest stuff.
Her drip game is nasty, you guys. She got the whole Bengal setup
Oh,
on,
yeah.
and the Panda
White
Nikes
Tiger.
on.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
stop playing with her. Stop playing with her. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we're gonna get it cracking real good today. Like I said, my nose was kind of a little jacked up because my guest didn't make it today, but it's okay. We can make it do what it do. First and foremost, we're gonna get congratulations to Amanda's team. They won last
They
night.
love to stress me. But that's being a
19-7.
Bengals fan. All the years I've been a Bengals fan, they love to stress me out. It's just what I understand.
Well,
You know,
Jamar Chase did.
yeah.
Jamar Chase did what he's supposed to do.
I was a little worried about the new running back, but he balled out.
He
hurt.
did. He did.
great
He did.
job,
He did.
so.
He really did. I mean, the division games is always tough games.
Yeah.
It's always is. It's down to the punches. And honestly, Joe Burrows looked good, but Jamar Chase looked good. The running back looked good. Pittsburgh, I don't know what the problem is.
We have to work on starting our season strong,
Right.
not ending it strong.
Right.
And, we'll never make it if we can't. We got to lose the first 5 games.
Right.
We lost to the
Right.
Patriots. We lost to teams that we shouldn't have lost to.
Absolutely.
In the beginning.
You right about
It's
that?
taken us too long to get it together.
I think when like I said, when I watched you guys play last night, first of all, they should have had you guys on prime earlier versus late. They could have took that Baltimore game and put that at 8:00,
Yeah.
because that was so much hype up to that game.
Yes.
If you're a Bengals fan or a Pittsburgh fan, like
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to sit on the edge of
That
the
was
feet
that was a
all
big
day.
game, yeah.
It was. I mean, the no disrespect, Mr. Brown. But you know, the Browns, me and him talked. They could have put that at 11 o'clock at night or something, because that was good night Irene on that type of stuff.
40th
But-
quarterback for the Browns.
Yeah.
Number 40.
Well, they were switching quarterbacks all day, which I didn't understand. They put, well, we'll get to the Browns later. We're going to talk about the Bengals. You know what I'm saying? So what we got to understand, you guys out here, is that Amanda needs some prayers. She needs Denver to lose, and you need Miami to lose.
Oh, y'all need Denver to lose?
They need
too?
Denver to lose. Shout out to my man Levi, that's his team.
Oh,
but they need Denver to lose, and they need Miami for
And
they
guess
to
who
be
Denver's
solidified and
playing?
get into the playoffs.
The Chiefs. And guess who's not going to play any of their starters? The Chiefs.
No, they're not. The Chiefs
So,
ain't. The Chiefs are sitting out
this could
just
be-
about everybody.
I
And they got
don't know if I
Carson
see
Wentz
the
at
Broncos
quarterback.
losing. Yeah, I don't know if I see the Broncos losing to the Chiefs.
Well,
But
Honestly, I picked the
miracles can happen,
Broncos
you
too.
know.
So.
anything is any given Sunday.
Yeah.
Anything can happen, really. I hope they do win. I hope they really do
I think
win.
there's a lot of people across the country pulling for the Bengals just because we somehow get into people's hearts, whether they feel for Joe Burrow or they feel for Jamar Chase or they feel for the fans. But it's like other people's teams go out and then they're like, okay, well now we're rooting for the Bengals to get in. But it's just, it could be too little, too late for us. But it definitely has been a hell of a season,
Yeah.
starting from where we started until now. And I said the same thing last year.
Yeah. What you can't do is you can't come out the gate slow.
Exactly.
You just can't come out the gate slow. And
Exactly.
then now you're gonna need a little help getting into.
Now we're trying to catch up. Every week we're trying to catch up.
it don't work like
Yeah,
that.
it's-
But anything is possible today. Like I said, you know, I mean,
See how it
Denver
plays out today.
Denver, I mean, that's just a kind of a way because right now the Dolphins, they both play at 4:25 actually.
And the game is in Denver.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Carson Wentz could get off, but we never know. I mean, because the
Broncos
Texans,
tough at home too.
they are,
Exactly.
man. So I mean,
Just it depends what wins is coming.
yeah.
You might get the good wins come. You might get the interception wins
I
come.
don't know.
If I know Kansas City, I know that their locker room powwow is gonna say, "We ain't letting the Bengals in.
Right.
Do what you got to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, definitely on that.
We don't want the Bengals in there." We
Mr.
got a
Brown,
little history with
Mr. Brown, Mr.
Talk to
Brown.
him. Talk to him.
I'm gonna talk to you, man. Hey, like my dad would say. So here's the thing.
Yeah.
I was watching that game with my cousin last night, the Browns and Ravens, and they just kept bringing in different quarterbacks. Zappy and then Dorian Robinson. I don't understand what they're doing. They lost again. They got blown out the water. So what the hell does the Browns got to do next year?
Clean house.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about Deshaun Watson? Should they restructure his contract, or just? I mean, that's a lot of money you gave him. Like on the wood, you can. I mean, that's a lot of money.
What
How'd
I
you
would
get
do,
out of
man,
it?
is try to reconstruct it, man, because that's a big
Chunk
hit.
change. It's a big
That's a
chunk
big
change.
hit. It really is.
That's
It
a lot
really
of money
is.
to lose, man.
Yeah.
For nothing, man. Not unless you can find another dummy.
It's a tough spot. It's a tough spot. It's a tough spot to be.
I mean, it's. I don't understand because both quarterbacks they had playing yesterday, they're similar alike.
Right.
They're short. They can barely see over the line.
Right.
And then I just feel bad for Myles Garrett. I mean, he was out there doing whatever he could do. Lamar Jackson was just doing whatever. I mean, Lamar is like Michael Vick. He's the new version of Michael Vick. He can run, do anything he wants to do, and he just had his way with it. And I just feel
And
bad.
he has the supporting staff as well. You know, he's
Well,
got the
his
support that he
receiver
needs
got
to
hurt
have.
yesterday. What's his name? The little short running, or is it receiver? What's his name? He got
Flowers.
Zach Flowers.
Same.
You know what I'm saying? He hurt his knee yesterday, so I'm hoping everything works out for him. But you know, I don't understand the Browns, man. I really don't. I'm looking at Jameis Winston on the sideline. I mean, I like that he's trying to rally the troops, but I mean, by them losing yesterday, so now they're definitely in the number 3 spot to get a quarterback if they want. But it's kind of like the same story all
And it's
over
hard
again.
too because if you fire your coach every year and you get a new coach, now you're kind of starting all over again. And it's hard because you want to get rid of who you think is responsible, but you have to make a big choice because should we give that person a little more time to kind of get it together, or do we just say no, that's it? For you? You know,
Right. I mean,
it's
it's
hard.
Man, how long has he been a coach for the
Or
Browns?
do you want to be like, and Matt and I talked about this last night,
3
the
years.
Steelers,
3 years?
where Matt feels like, man, Tomlin cannot get us where we need to be year after year after
Well,
year.
that's not
Trying
I
to get
think
a
he's a
new-
great coach.
He is.
But
He's a-
something's not right.
Something ain't
Something's
clicking, yeah.
Well-
I know a lot of Steelers fans are frustrated with that.
Tomlin's
every
a
year.
great coach. In that situation, it's kind of like the Browns. The thing about what Pittsburgh is better than the Browns. Tomlin's a good coach.
Yes.
They produce some great receivers,
Absolutely.
and then they don't pay them. But I mean, they lost 4 straight, but we'll definitely get to the to the Steelers in a few minutes on their situation.
5-game skid.
Yeah. I mean, it's not good. Honestly, with the Browns situation, you can keep tearing it up and rebuilding it up again. I mean, there's some great coaches. I mean, there's going to be a lot of coaches up for me moving out, like the Patriots coach. I mean, the Dolphins coach might be on
After
the hot
this
seat.
week is when you start seeing the firings.
Yeah, so the firing's going to be good. I mean, the Jets right now, they fired their coach. They got an intern coach. I did see that Rex Ryan is interviewing for that
I
position.
saw that.
That's kind of a joke. I think he should stay doing what he does and be an analyst. He's
And
great
then
at
they're
that.
talking about Gruden coming back in.
Yeah, it's just a mess on that situation. I honestly think with the Browns, you could tear it up and do what you want to do. But I think what's going to happen is Nick Chuck's going to leave.
Well,
Myles Garrett's going to leave.
I don't think Garrett going nowhere.
You don't think he gonna leave?
That's a big piece of news, man. But what I think they should do, man, is go hard in the offseason in free agency, man.
Yeah, you got to do that,
mean,
man.
You have to. You got to make some
They got to make a change as far as Stefanski, too, man.
I agree.
You want to change it one season. You want to be a powerhouse.
Yes.
Game. Then
Yes.
you want to change it to a pass game. Come on, man. You gotta get consistent, man, and just go hard in free agency, man. And they fired the offensive coordinator.
Right. Well, they so quick to fire people,
I
man.
know. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to make that choice. Do you give them a little chance, or do you say I'm sick of this and let's go?
Well, I think
Or
if
do
you
you
get a
try to
coach,
build it up? You know.
right? If you get a coach, you got to stick with the coach.
I think so too.
You can't just let the
One season gone.
You can't. That's the most thing. That's what Baker had when Baker was there. Baker had so many different offensive coordinators, different coaches. Ain't nobody gonna be able to adapt to none of that
There's no
because
consistency,
none.
and everybody runs the show differently. Every coach, every coordinator runs it differently. So
Well, if
Get
they-
consistent in the offensive line too.
absolutely,
Yeah.
man. You got to beef a line up
It's
there.
like you watching the Chicago game, man. They
Yeah.
have no type of offensive line.
Yeah.
None, not at all.
Yeah.
No, not at all. And you're gonna have issues like that with quarterbacks. They're getting. I mean, because right now they're on the
No
fourth.
matter what quarterback you put, if you ain't got no offensive line,
Exactly.
There's no quarterback. I don't care how
like
good a
on
runner
a
you're
desert,
gonna run.
a desert island,
Right.
he's by
Yeah,
himself.
there's nothing you can do about it. You gotta have an offensive line for your quarterback because you can hand the ball off to your running back. You can't be one-dimensional,
Right.
and that's a lot of teams are one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Run. You can't keep running. You gotta throw the ball, but it's hard for a quarterback to throw when you ain't got time to throw.
Exactly.
So I mean, I wish the best for the Browns in the draft. I hope they do better. I don't know if this is the coach you want to keep, or something's got to click, man.
yeah, some got to get.
Because you see the Lions, they went 0-16,
Right.
and then they turned it around. So maybe get somebody like Dan Campbell. He played on that 0-16 team. You got to do something, man.
Vrabel might be in the makings, man. Ain't no telling, man. So, he's still in the organization, man. So give Vrabel a chance.
So let me ask y'all a question. Saquon Barkley he needed 101 yards today against the Giants to take over the rushing title that Eric Dickerson had it for like forever, like 1984, I think, or 89 or something.
Wow.
He had it for a long time, and he decided to sit out, and so I like Saquon Barkley. I watched the interview on him and everything. He said whatever the coach decides to do it. Do you think they should have played him, Worm, to rush for that, or they did the right thing by letting him sit out?
They did the right thing by setting him up because, getting ready for the next game,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I agree with that. Setting him up for the day.
Okay. Mr. Brown?
If it was his decision, I would agree with it. But I would give him the choice. If you want to play, go ahead and play.
That's a
But,
good
like
one.
you said, but it's a bigger picture of head of that record, man. Playing for a playoff run and a Super Bowl chance. So, but I would give that decision to him.
Okay, I like that.
I agree with everything you said, that it should be his choice. I don't think records are as huge of a deal when you're playing right now, when you're playing
Right.
for the playoffs, when you're playing for the Super Bowl.
Right.
You might get that record the next game. But I feel like this is the time, and all the teams are doing is time to rest your star players up, and he is their star player.
Yeah.
And if he was cool with that, then I think it's a great idea. But if somebody wants to play, let them play.
Okay. I agree with all you guys on that. That record is a great record. It's great to
Absolutely.
do whatever, but it's a team effort. The biggest thing is to win a Super Bowl. And so I think, like you said, Mr. Brown, I like that too. If he decided to sit out, I think he gonna roll with the punches. If you just watch him interviewing,
He's a team player.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, coming from the Giants, you can go back when you go back into college. When he played at Penn State, he was a one-man wrecking crew. One thing about Saquon, he's there to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, that record, I'm sure he can do it again next year.
Absolutely.
You know, they got a great nucleus there at Philly. I mean, they got a 1-2 punch between Hurts and even when Hurts got hurt, they brought in another quarterback, Kenny Pickett. He was doing what he was supposed to do. And then you got A.J. Brown, and you got the old boy on the other end. They got a great tight end. You rush your players, see what's going to unfold today, where everybody's going to get seated at. You need everybody healthy because at the end of the day, that record can come up. Now, I know Eric Dickerson was kind of like shaky about it because he wanted. You get a record, you don't want nobody to beat your record, but that's what records
But
are
it's
set.
inevitable.
Absolutely, they're set to be broken. That's what it's about. So, I mean, Saquon, man, real classy guy, man. I really like that about him today when I saw it, but I thought of that. So, today's gonna be a tough day. Oh man, it's just gonna be one of those days.
Make it or break it day.
Absolutely,
For a
my
lot of
heart
teams.
is killing me right now. So, should the Vikings keep Sam Darnold or keep Sam Darnold and then trade J.J. McCarthy? Because, you know, at the end of the season, he's a free agent. Sam Darnold is. He's a free agent. So, Worm, this is your guy. You know, Sam Darnold came out of USC. Nice quarterback. Got drafted by the Jets. I thought his career was over. Went to the Carolina Panthers. Carolina destroyed him. I thought his career was done. Then he got a second chance of life going to Minnesota. Had a great year. I mean, shit. He's through like 30. Let me see, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make sure this is right. He's got 35 touchdowns this season. I mean, Sam Darnold was on the road to make some money. Now, if they decide to keep him, do they franchise him, whatever? But I think you got to pay the man.
Yeah.
So, Warren, what do you think? If they
I
keep
think
him?
we should keep him because I think he proved what he did. You know what I mean? You got him into this far. A lot of people didn't believe him, but we still didn't see what J.J. McCarthy can do.
So should y'all keep JJ or ship him?
I said we'll ship him because look
We'll
at
ship
Sam
him?
Darnold. Sam Darnold, he was made for a Viking.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's like what J.J. McCarthy played one game.
He was in the preseason. Got hurt in the preseason.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
But Sam Darnold showed what he can do. He got good team chemistry with Justin Jefferson. He got good chemistry with the whole offensive line. You know what I mean? I say keep him, pay the man.
D, what up, man? What you think?
Yeah, go ahead and keep it. Like you said, he deserved it. He deserved to get paid.
Mhm.
But I would also keep McCarthy. Ain't nothing wrong with him sitting down another year or two to
Yeah.
learn. That's even better for him, you know, to pick up the system. And hey, ain't nothing wrong with learning. So I would say keep them both.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree. You can't take away what Sam Darnold has done for the team
Absolutely.
and his journey that he's been on, playing for all these different teams and kind of having a hard time. And now it seems like he's found his spot. And I think they got something special going on there, and you don't want to mess that up.
Absolutely.
You know, give him his money and let him play.
Okay.
Because he's doing special things for your team.
Because
You
you got to
can't
admit
deny.
too, though, because Vikings, this is the best record they had
Yes.
in 20 years.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we only lost 2 games.
You might have found
Why
your
would you want to
quarterback.
ship that man out when he proved to y'all he can do the job?
Yeah.
He did a lot better than, excuse my language, punk ass cousins.
Yeah. We know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why would you not want to pay the man?
Exactly.
Well, I like both of y'all. All three of you guys made some great. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about this. All the stuff Sam Darnold went through, coming out of college, playing for the Jets was terrible. Then getting shipped around, and then he found a home. You don't get rid of him. You got to pay him. Now, I agree with what you said, Mr. Brown. I would keep J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
Let him sit back. Because if you look at the NFL right now, you have a lot of these, you draft these young guys, you bring them in, you throw them out there, they get broke up. You kill their confidence. You just kill their confidence. You got to have a veteran they can learn from.
Show them.
And that's where we get away from that. You don't have no veteran quarterbacks out there, so you expect these young guys to come in with raw talent.
Just
They got
ball
raw.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah, just
it doesn't
win
work
every
out
game.
like that sometimes. You got to have them sit behind a veteran quarterback. J.J. McCarthy wasn't his fault. He got hurt. He proved he's a winner at Michigan. He can do things. I would keep him. Let him sit behind Sam Darnold. We know Sam Darnold's not going to be in the league forever, but he can learn a lot from Sam Darnold. Being a pro, being a great athlete,
And I'm sure being out, he's learned a lot already.
Well, they showed
from
a
him.
clip. They showed a clip of him when Sam Darnold came into the locker room. They won the game, and they had J.J. McCarthy sitting to the side, and he saw how all the rest of the players were around him, and like they're proud of that. Because like you said, when they haven't been this far, they haven't had a record like this. I don't remember. Maybe Randall Cunningham, maybe longer than that. I don't know.
Morale
But
is huge for a team.
absolutely,
you know?
man. So you got a guy comes in here,
Leader.
35 touchdowns in one season. Man, he on fire.
That's your leader. You know, that's your leader.
I wouldn't get rid of him either.
And he still got so much more to prove, you know.
So we talked about this, when we were at table 44, we had Elbert there. Shout out to Elbert Bell, man. I, really appreciate that, my brother. We got two guys that are like kind of narrowing it down to Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. They kind of like, now they did say something about your guy. If he made
but
the playoffs,
if we had a more winning record this season, I think there'd be no question.
I like Joe Burrows on that because he said if we had a better record.
He's got the fan vote, I think.
Absolutely.
Think, obviously, that's just not how it works when it,
No, I don't. No.
when it comes to MVP. If we had a better record, it would definitely be Joe Burrow. But right now, we got to talk about Josh Allen, got to talk about Lamar Jackson because
Absolutely.
they have the good records.
They
and
do.
Their team's doing good, and they've been balling out, both of them.
So if we're gonna go with this, Worm, we're gonna start with you. Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson.
That's a tough one.
It is very
hard.
tough. They both good
Very
quarterbacks.
It's hard.
Lamar Jackson's got 2 MVPs already.
I know, but then I just look at it. Josh Allen is like he proved himself more. Like we ain't give him enough credit like we should this season.
I agree.
I know
You
I
know
did.
what I mean?
I know I did back in the summer.
Yeah, because we all talked about this.
Yeah,
like,
I ain't give. Me and Mr. Brown was attacking him like all
Yeah.
outdoors.
But I just feel like it's like he doing things. I don't know, man. That's a tough one. I'm gonna roll with Josh Allen.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll with Josh Allen on this one. Like you said, because Lamar Jackson, you already got 2 MVPs. I think it's time for Josh Allen to get his for once.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to Josh Allen too because Lamar is doing Lamar. That's expected of him.
Facts.
That was going to be that was
With
exactly
Josh
what I was
Allen,
going to say.
man, like you said, he ain't got that go-to receiver. I mean, he ain't got that Hollywood receiver on the ends, man. I think he has showed, more development and being more of a leader this year. No throwing the interceptions like he did in the previous years, man.
Right.
He's that dude now, man. So,
Yeah, because like he be creating plays
Yeah,
that we
so
expect
I'm
him to play. You know what I'm saying?
give it to
Like you
Josh.
be thinking like a play is dead already. Here he come running out the gate for 15
Performing
yards.
miracles,
You know what I'm saying? Like he proved himself. Like you said, I got to agree with Mr. Brown on that one too. He ain't got no star receivers that we know of.
Exactly.
So yeah.
I agree with you guys 100%. I think that I almost feel like with Lamar, it's almost a given because he's always balling out.
Right.
But with Josh Allen, I think he's worked a little harder, and I've seen a huge difference in him from last year into this year, and his leadership abilities and what he's done for that team. And I think he deserves it. I think he's earned it for sure.
Nick, man, what you think, man? Talk to me from the 313.
I think if you're looking at stat-wise, which I think a lot of these MVP votes are going to come down
That's
to.
usually what it comes
They're going to come down to stats.
Yeah.
Lamar is beating Josh Allen in
Oh, yeah.
pretty much every stat. Higher completion percentage, 66.7 for Lamar versus 63.6 for Josh. More yards, passing yards, 4,100 for Lamar and 3,700 for Josh Allen. More passing touchdowns. Lamar's got 41 passing touchdowns versus 28
Lamar's got more
for
of the
Josh
team around
Allen.
him. He's got more
He's
of
got
the team around him.
2
now.
less interceptions too. So he's got 4 interceptions and 41 touchdowns for Lamar versus 28 touchdowns versus 6 interceptions. So in terms of stats, and even rushing stats, right? Because both of these quarterbacks are
They're rushing
excellent.
quarterbacks.
They're rushing
Yeah,
quarterbacks.
they're
They're
runs.
excellent with their legs.
You ain't catching them either.
You see a lot of Lamar is very much a scrambly. He'll make something out of
He
nothing
runs a
quarterback.
lot.
Where versus Josh Allen, I feel like Buffalo likes to dial up a lot of intentional quarterback runs
Yeah.
for Josh Allen because he's a hard
Yeah.
runner.
He's like a Steve Young.
Yeah,
He's like a Steve Young.
yeah,
Steve Young.
and you've seen it before where he just picks the gap and goes.
Right.
But even in the rushing stats, Lamar 915 yards versus 531 for Josh Allen. More 20-plus rushes for Lamar. But Josh Allen does have 12 rushing touchdowns versus only 4 for
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. So, I mean, the stats heavily favor Lamar Jackson. He does have 2 MVPs already. I feel like if there was a year we were going to give it to Josh Allen, I feel like this would be the year, just with how he's played and everything, particularly through the regular season. But like I said, it's probably going to be a stats game. People are going to look at the stats to see one quarterback has better stats than the other and vote for them. So,
Okay. So you're taking Lamar?
my money would be on Lamar is going to win it. Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Personally, I think I would go for Josh Allen, but if I was betting man, I would bet on Lamar.
Okay. Lamar Jackson is a dog. I ain't gonna.
He is.
I mean, they talked about him, not being a quarterback. He's not gonna make it as a quarterback at Louisville. He's proven himself. I think a couple times getting to the big games, he kind of chokes a little bit. He's had problems with running backs. Now he's got King Henry, Zach Flowers. They got a great defense. But if you go and look at Josh Allen, he ain't got a top receiver at all.
He doesn't.
He got Amari Cooper now, but I think right now, stats wise, if you went by the stats, you could give it to Lamar Jackson. But Josh Allen, like you said, Mr. Brown, he ain't got nobody really, and he turning water into wine, man, for real. So you got to give it to him because he's doing his thing, And I know Josh probably like, that's great too, but I mean, I'm going with Josh Allen. I mean, I kind of
think
gave
he
him the business.
deserves it.
He does it. I mean, you don't have that one receiver that can get on your nerves all the time. He's spreading the ball everywhere. And then he's working with some receivers that we didn't even heard of.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So until Amari Cooper got there, running backs, tight ends. I mean, he's amazing what he's doing. He kind of did the same thing at Wyoming. He was just putting up mad numbers.
Yeah.
But like I said, Lamar Jackson, he's a dog too. You can't take that away from him. But I'm going to roll with Josh Allen. So I was at Mr. Brown's house watching his Buckeyes with Worm. Amanda's Buckeyes. You know what I'm saying? It was a great game. Before I get to that game, I mean, that was a great game. It was. You guys came out, y'all punched him in the mouth, and they didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do. But before we get to that game, the game before that game was unreal. That was just, I've seen games, but Texas is trash. I don't care. I don't care if they did win. They trash. They trash. First of all, their kicker's trash. Curly Sue, he missed 2 field goals. Curly Sue, man, you trash, Curly Sue. But I'm gonna tell you right now.
Show up again Friday.
Right, I know, right? I'm gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Make sure he kicking the ball Friday.
Arizona State had one man was destroying Texas by bit by bit. Cam Skidadoo. Scatterboo. Daddy was in. They kept showing his daddy. I told him, that's his daddy right there. That's Cam Scatadoo. I mean, listen, Scam Scatadoo. Cam Scatadoo. It's hard to say the goddamn name.
Yeah,
but Cam did his thing, man. You got to give it to Cam because he had 30 carries, 143 yards. He had 2 touchdowns. He threw a pass for a touchdown. I mean,
he's the whole team.
Man, he's the whole team. Yeah. Cam Skidadoo, you about to come on the podcast, bro. Because he was a one-man record. Texas is trash.
Yeah.
I don't care if they did win the game. Because I would have loved to see Arizona State play against Ohio State.
I would too. I think
that would have been a good game.
I think it would have been because Cam was juiced. Remember, he was laying on the ground and all this, and they went into overtime. So Texas, to me, I don't know, man. They trash. Listen, I'm not a Ohio State fan. I'm not a Michigan fan. But Ohio State, excuse my friends, going to kick the shit out of them.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because Texas looked like trash.
Yeah.
I mean, now
they just kind of snuck in. I don't really know how they get in there.
I think Cam got tired. He was juiced. He got juiced because you know what? He was doing everything in all day.
The only thing he didn't do was kick a field goal.
What I said all we needed him to do was kick a field goal because he did everything. I said, well, first, if he threw a pass, then he threw a pass. He threw better than the quarterback.
Yeah, he really did.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, just watching that game was unreal, but. Cam I hope he come back next year. If he's I think he's a junior.
Is he a junior this year?
I think he's a junior. So I think if he come back, one thing like I said, that was a great game. 39-31. I mean, honestly, I think Arizona State just got tired.
Yeah,
they got tired.
Their defense got tired.
Yeah, they were wore
at the
out,
end,
man.
especially
Yeah.
double overtime.
And if you know
Yeah.
anything about Arizona State, 'cause I used to live out there.
Oh,
it's a-
did you?
It's a very big party school. Like, they're not like, ooh, yeah, let's take football seriously.
They turn it
are
up out there
drunk
at
every
Arizona
night.
State.
They live in like these gorgeous apartments with pools on the roof. I mean, it
Oh,
is
wow.
number one party town. Like,
Yeah.
I've been to Vegas. I've never seen a party town like
Arizona State.
Like Tempe,
Sun
Arizona is the
And
biggest
what?
party
That's
town.
what. Now that's like the heat out there is not. What is it? Is it dry? No, it's not a dry heat.
It's
Is it?
hot. Everybody says that, but you will sweat to death. It doesn't. I don't care if it's March, April, May, June, July, August. You're sweating. There's no such thing as a dry heat. They say dry heat. There's no such thing. When you walk outside and it's blasting you, or you burn your feet when you go to check your mail, there's no such
Lord
thing
have
as
mercy.
there's no such thing as a dry heat. Maybe if you live there for like 15 years, maybe get used to it.
Okay.
But
I know.
I got pulled over when I first moved out there because I was driving on the highway and had all my windows down. The cop pulled me over and he was like, I just thought it was weird because people don't do that around here. I said, it's May. Where I'm from, it's like 40 degrees right now. I was like, it's like 75 here. I'm in love.
Right,
He's
right.
like, oh, I just thought it was weird. Like you're trying to hide something.
So you had all your windows down. He
yeah.
pulled you over for
He
that?
thought it was weird.
I will go to Arizona then.
Well, this was when
don't feel bad, 'cause
This
I
was
did
when our
like
pilot
that
was the
too.
sheriff and he was pulling people over for anything anyway.
Well, it's so crazy too, because now that you said it, when I was over the road, I had took a load up to Arizona, and I'm come out there with my shorts
Short sleeves and everybody
on,
looks at you like
beater
you're
on. They
crazy.
looking at me like,
They think you're
is
nuts.
this dude crazy?
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
They could tell you're not from there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they knew right. That's probably why I got
it was
pulled
like
over.
60-something degrees then.
Okay,
you
no, I
know?
loved it.
You know, and this is like in April, May.
Right,
You
That's
know
when
what
I
I
moved
mean?
out there, and I was come from here where it was like
Right.
30 degrees, and I go to 75. I'm like, this is
Well, they could
great.
tell if you're an out of towner because they could tell that. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
probably why I really got pulled over.
Absolutely.
You
You're not
know-
from here.
Who are you?
But I
Yeah.
did go down there last year, and that's the first time I ever seen snow down there.
Oh yeah.
Arizona
Yeah.
snow.
Yeah, they
It
had
has-
snow down there
They'll
last
get
year. I
it
was
in
surprised.
Flagstaff and stuff like that.
Okay,
They'll get it further
okay.
up. I lived in like Death Valley area, so it was
But then-
get any snow there.
But
It
then
rained one time.
we got
Oh.
pulled over because
what
they
it
was
was.
like, well, you know, it's emergency level. I'm looking outside, I'm like, how's emergency level? Like, this
Just a
ain't
little dust.
nothing.
Yeah,
Just
that's
a little
different.
dust. They never see that. Yeah, they never have it.
Well, we got Notre Dame versus Penn State next week. You know, we got we got two big games. Once again, Notre Dame, congratulations to them. They did their thing. Penn State and Notre Dame, I think they kind of go hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? A little bit.
They haven't played each other in a real long time, though, right?
It hasn't been. It's been a long time since
Yeah,
they played each other.
Oh, really?
I mean, yeah. So,
They used to play all the time, then it's been like 30 years since they last played each other, something crazy like that. Yeah.
so who you going with, Mark? Notre Dame, Penn State.
I'll go with the Fighting Irish.
Okay, okay.
Notre Dame.
Shout out to my man Jamie Young. That's his team. Manager of Fusion. He's a big Notre Dame guy. So shout out to him. Mr. Brown, who you got?
I'm rolling with the Irish too, man.
Ooh,
I think,
man. Ooh.
I think both defenses gonna show up. I think it's gonna actually be a low-scoring game. But like you said, Franklin, they said all year, Franklin he can't win a big game, man. So
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go with the better coach.
Yeah. I picked Notre Dame too. I think this is their time to beat Penn State. I know that I think they have a losing record against them. I think it's their time to beat them. I think they got a good team this year, and I think they can beat Penn State. I think they got a good coach. They got a good team. They can beat them.
I had to look over to Nick for a minute, see
It's
what
hard. He's on the stats.
Yeah, he's always on the stats.
So we go with that former Buckeye.
Yeah. I'm gonna mess with Notre Dame. Penn State, they just got one weapon, the tight end. That's it. And Franklin, he did good this year, but Notre Dame's, I think they can do something.
Yeah.
I think after they beat them, and if they end up playing Ohio State gonna take it all the way through anyways. But Notre Dame, I like what he's got. The coach there, I like him. Marcus Freeman's a great coach.
They had a great year.
Hats off to him. I'm sure people thought that he wasn't going to do anything, but he turned that program around, and it ain't been good. Really, honestly, since Lou Holtz. I think actually when Lou Holtz got there. But Marcus Freeman, shout out to him, man. I'm gonna roll with Irish. Definitely roll with them. Then we got Ohio State, Texas. I'm sure we already know. So I know Warren's gonna take Ohio State.
Of course.
Mr. Brown's gonna take Ohio State.
We're Buckeye. We're
Amanda's gonna take Ohio State.
Yes.
Me as a person, I'm going to take Ohio State too because honestly, the only thing that's going to be funny is this to see both kickers from Ohio State and Texas. me and Tom talk about this at his house because the Ohio State kicker trash, and we know Sunshine Curly Sue she trash from Texas.
Mr. Macaroni hair.
Yeah. Because he looked like a box of Roman noodles. He looked like trash with his hair out there. And they try to hype him up. He still missed kicks.
Yeah.
So we're going to do
I
that.
hope it doesn't come down to a kick.
Right.
Absolutely.
Man, I hope not either.
I hope it doesn't
Go
come down
on
to a kick.
forever.
Because if it comes down to a kick, I don't know who's going to win it.
It's gonna be like that UT
I
and
was gonna say
Pittsburgh
six
game.
Oh my
Six
God,
OTs.
7 innings. Oh my God, that game was 7 overtimes.
That was
Yeah, that's just nuts, man. That was just a long, but that was a great game because it was in Detroit, so that was a good
People were
game.
going crazy at the bar.
So now, like I said, we talked about the Steelers. We just they lost 19-17 to the Bengals. Congratulations to the Bengals again. Ravens, destroyed the Browns. We kind of knew that. Now we got the Saints at Tampa Bay today.
I think y'all just took the lead.
Okay.
I picked Tampa Bay.
You picked Tampa Bay. The score right now is 19-13, and the Saints is winning
All right.
in the third quarter. So we making, and the Saints got the ball. Oh my God. So Worm, who you gonna mess with, man? We at home. We at the crib.
I'm gonna mess with y'all, man.
You still gonna mess with us?
Yeah, I'm mess with y'all.
Okay.
I feel like Baker, man.
Baker's hot
He
and cold.
surprised you, man.
But, yeah.
I mean, he really do surprise you at the end of the day. So even though they losing, like you said, it's third quarter, you still got a whole other quarter and a half to play yet.
Right.
So
He could ball
I
out
think
right
Baker
there.
gonna come out. He gonna show out. So I'm on with the
Okay.
Bucks, and y'all at home too. So
Mr. Brown, please give me some.
Man, I'm rolling with y'all today.
Okay,
every
I
time
appreciate it.
Every time I roll with Baker, he let me down. I guess that's what old Brown to do for you, man.
They'll let you down. Not hard, but lightly.
Let you
Man.
down every time.
I went with the Bucks. They're at home. I think they're the better team. I think they can win. Usually when I pick them, they win. So I hope
We're
that
gonna need some of that magic,
I hope
then.
that they can pull it off today.
Well, I'm a diehard fan. I'm
And
gonna roll
that
on
was
it.
like my easiest pick too. That's
Yeah,
why I'm like,
yeah. I was going through the games. I was looking like, okay. I kind of waited to see how Saturday ended up, and then I was to talk about Sunday. The only thing with us right now, what I don't want Baker to do is force feed Mike Evans. Even though Mike Evans needs 89 yards today, and he will tie Jerry Rice for the 1,000 yards. This will be the 11th time he's had 1,000 yards since he's been playing, and which is great. I love Baker. I love Baker now because he does his thing, but I just don't want him to force feed it. Spread the ball around and don't put so much on yourself. Because right now, like once again, it's kind of like with your team. We need help. If we lose and Atlanta win, they in.
Yeah.
If Atlanta lose, I think we still be in, but I don't know.
Atlanta's playing the Panthers.
And the Panthers, that game's gonna go neck and neck. I don't know. I don't really want to know the score of that because I don't want to get myself all riled up. So I'm gonna go with Tampa, hoping Baker can turn it around in third quarter. Please, God, help us win.
Oh, wow.
Because I'm asking for some help up there, man. But if we don't lose, if we lose, it is what it is. Because you can't expect other teams to help you get in. You got to take care of business.
Yeah.
And Atlanta beat us twice this year, and that wasn't good. So then we have the Chiefs at Denver. The Chiefs are 15-1, and we know that they're not going to play their
They're not
starters.
playing.
They're playing Carson Wentz as
They
backup.
barely made it on the plane because they couldn't.
Yeah, they're playing Denver. It was the hell. Who you got?
I'm gonna roll with the Broncos, man.
They're at home too.
Yeah, they're at home.
They're at
man.
home.
Like you said, the Chiefs all starters are sitting out, so Levi rolling with you today, bro.
Okay. Denver win. They in.
Right.
Yeah.
If they win, they in.
Yeah, they got a lot to play for today.
Absolutely.
They really do.
There's a lot of teams that got a lot to play for today.
Yeah.
And
You know
then
what I'm
Bo
saying?
Nix is still starting too, ain't he?
Bo Nix is still he good. That's his
Paying
job.
for something, so yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna roll with them.
yeah.
You gonna go with Denver?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Amanda.
Yeah, I picked the Broncos too. I mean, they're salivating right now at the fact that the Chiefs aren't going to be starting any of the starters.
Yeah.
They know they're going to ball out. They're at home. They know they need this to be in the playoffs. So they're definitely going to take it today. Unfortunately for the Bengals, the Broncos will win today. I guarantee.
Oh, that's what I need them to lose, huh?
Well, they need help. She needs Miami to lose,
And
and she
Miami needs
needs.
to lose one game too. But
Right.
Miami plays the Jets. But Tua is out, I believe.
Huntley ain't that great. I'm gonna go with Denver. You know, I think Denver. I mean, like you said, Carson Wentz is there. I mean, he could magically throw over 100, 300 yards. Anything can happen, but I'm not gonna say he's
I
going
don't think
to.
he's gonna beat Bo Nix.
Yeah. Denver. It's been a long time. Last year was kind of a bad year when they had Russell. Bo Nix comes in, gets drafted. He's a 4-year starter in college. I'm gonna go with Denver. So, ladies and gentlemen, I saved this for the last pick in talk of the day. This game is going to be lit tonight. 8:20 in the D. You better be there. If you're not there, you find somewhere to park it at, sit at, get your popcorn ready, because this is going to be lit tonight. I mean, Detroit going to be on fire. I'm sure it is. You got both teams 14-2. Whoever wins this game,
This is a crazy game.
it's a crazy game, because whoever wins this game we would play them, and they would have to come to our house because we would win our division. So we have the Lions.
Who do you
at
want to
home.
play?
Right? I don't know.
Neither.
Man. I don't want to see neither one of them. I don't want to see neither one of them. But I mean, honestly, they're gonna come to our house and we win anyways. But we have Vikings 14-2, and we have the Lions 14-2. In the D today. 8:20 prime time. I'm sure Eminem gonna be there. I'm sure anybody is.
The whole family.
I'm sure everybody gonna be
I
there.
know them tickets
You know
are
what
flying off the
I'm
chain
sure
right
proof,
now.
excuse me, not proof, but I'm just sure that the city gonna be lit
Oh,
tonight.
it's gonna
Oh,
be
you
fun.
know it is.
Detroit's gonna be
You know what I'm
Shit,
saying?
they
'Cause
probably lit now.
if they don't,
Oh, yeah.
they do
They
not
probably
show.
tailgating like
They
a
show you
motherfucker.
some love, and they gonna let you know how I feel. And honestly, you know, it's gonna be a good game. I'm sure they're gonna have their starters playing, both teams.
Yeah.
It's gonna be something to see. I can't wait to watch it. So
I don't know why you even started.
I already know.
I don't even know why you started.
I don't know why.
The fans
I asked-
already
I gotta
know.
ask that. You know what I'm saying? I know you and Nick got something going on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you
On
know I
that
drink
bit,
about a
you know what I'm
crown
saying?
apple, right?
Yeah. So I mean, you see, he got his glasses on. so they get that. He got his glasses on, so he,
Those are nice.
3-1-3. You know what I'm saying? So we already know what Mr. Worm gonna say. He said, "I'm going with the Vikings."
You know that's my team.
Okay, Sam Darnold,
Come on, Darnold.
Mr. Brown.
Hey, man.
It's so hard.
It's gonna be a good game, man. It's gonna be a shootout, I tell you that, man. But I'm gonna get an edge to them Lions, man. They at the crib. I'm gonna roll with the Lions.
Okay. Nick and he is happy about that.
Yeah, this was like my hardest pick, but I think
Absolutely.
I like wrote down Vikings and I wrote down Lions. I was back and forth. The only reason I really have the Lions is because they're at home
Okay.
and they've had this like miracle of a season, and I think that they really want to finish it out strong. But they are going to have a hell of a fight against this Vikings team. The Vikings have a very strong team,
Okay.
and I think it's not going to be a blowout. I think it's definitely
No,
going to be a close game.
not at all.
And
Not even
it's
close.
gonna be a crazy game.
Okay.
But I definitely give the edge just a little bit to the Lions.
My man Nick from the 313, give me your intake. Before I'll let you make your intake because this is your. Let me know what you got.
So coming at this a little bit of an analytical perspective,
Mr. Analytic,
Man, I
please.
think I might need another drink on this one, man.
He's gonna throw all the stats at you.
Man, we don't care about the stats, man. We want to know who's gonna win tonight.
What's your heart say?
Yeah,
That's where it's hard. That's why he's
We
Mr.
both
Analytic.
nervous as hell right now, bro. Come on, man.
Nah.
I'm nervous.
I want this
This is my
analytics. Give me your play-by-play, moment by moment, please.
right now the spread is 2.5, meaning
2.5.
Two and a half
Wow.
spread, meaning it's going to be a close game. It's going to be high scoring.
Right.
I think the first to 40 points is going to have the edge. The Lions are getting a couple good players back. We're getting Alex Anzalone. He's got a metal bar surgically inserted into his arm, so he's coming back. We got Khalif Raymond, our punt return guy, our third wide receiver. He's coming back. So we got some, especially on defense. We got some guys on defense coming back. Whoever gets a stop is going to win, because both of these offenses are extremely potent. They're extremely powerful. It's going to come down to two things: whoever gets a stop, and then can the Lions stop the Minnesota run game? if the Lions can stop the Minnesota run game and only focus on the pass game, they allow a lot of yards, but they don't allow a lot of points, right?
True,
Justin
true.
Jefferson talks a lot of smack, but he's lost most of the games he's gone up against the Vikings, but he always does fairly well against our secondary. But like I said, whoever gets the stop, whoever gets the turnovers, whoever wins the turnover battle and steals the next possession against both these high-powered offenses is going to take it. So we got some players back. We got some dogs in the backfield, right? We got Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch. These guys are ball hogs, right? Kirby just getting I think 9 interceptions on the season, which leads the NFL. He got 2 last week. So, and I think Sam Darnold, he's had a great year, but he's had 1 great year. And so I think this moment's going to be a bit too big for him. He's going to make, I'm not going to say he's going to make a lot of mistakes, but he's going to make 1 more mistake than Jared Goff, right? And that's the 1 mistake that's going to cost him the game. So it's going to be close, but my heart and my head, they match, and it's going to be the Lions.
Well, damn. I like that. That was nice. Honestly, that was nice. Both of these teams are good, and if we win, which we will win, I don't want to see neither one of them. I really don't. I don't care who's at quarterback, because that's nothing but air all day. They're gonna be throwing it out.
We're gonna get a pissed off Lions team or a pissed off Vikings team.
Absolutely.
That's what you're gonna get.
You know what I'm saying? So, and they got to come to our house, and right now we struggling with the Saints. But I don't understand that. 19-13, but one thing I do like about Detroit, they signed Teddy Bridgewater. If you guys see that, and that's good for golf. You know what I'm saying?
He came from a Viking too now.
Yeah, he did. But Teddy,
for a long time.
Yeah, he was. Teddy, nice. Damn, that's a hard pick. Because honestly, they both good teams.
Yeah.
And you can't go wrong. And I like both quarterbacks. Golf is nice. Sam Darnold deserves what he's getting. I hope they do sign him back. Damn, I wish I had a quarter I could flip. You know what I'm saying? It's hard, man. It's hard. So, shit. Vikings doing their thing. Lions doing their thing. Damn, this is hard.
That's why I write down so I can stick to it.
Yeah, I was contemplating all day. I was going like this. So honestly, in that situation, it's in the D. No disrespect to this individual. I'm gonna say, Nick, no disrespect. I'm gonna roll with the Vikings on this one.
Thank you, my
You know
brother.
what I'm saying?
Thank you.
The only reason why I'm gonna roll with the Vikings, I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna roll with the Vikings. And this is a hard one to do that because Detroit kicked our ass twice last year, and I was very upset. They just ran through us. I think we got a better chance with the Vikings than the Lions. The Lions got our number. We beat them this year. That was like week 3 or week 4. But I really don't want to see the Lions. I'd rather see the Vikings. I think we got a better shot with the with the Vikings. If the Lions win, I think they won't give us some problems, some major problems. So I want you guys to win. We'll take that. So no animosity, but you call me, Nick. If y'all win, I will answer the phone. Worm, if y'all lose, I'm not answering the phone. Got signed with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So
I expect 2 pints, sirs.
like I said,
Hey, but I drink Crown Apple Lemonade now. So you had that bottle ready.
Yeah.
I'm expecting 2 pints, sirs.
Oh, okay. So when we come back on air again, it'll be sometime in late February. We have a special we're going to be at. He will be back on with us, Albert Bell. We'll be doing a special at his boxing gym. That's great. It's going to be some real good celebrities there. Like it's going to be a real thing.
I'm excited.
It's going to be great. We're going to do a special down at his boxing gym. He's going to have some local kids down there. It's going to be great. The news will be down there. So you guys make sure we'll keep you guys updated about that. Please say a prayer for me on Tuesday because I'm going to have the hip surgery. So I'll stay in contact with my peoples and see how they're doing, and they'll check on me. And
We'll be worried about you.
I'm happy. I don't like to get cut open, but you got to do what you got to do. And you guys out there, thanks for everybody tuning in today. Let me know what you guys think about the show. Thanks everybody for showing up today. Sorry about our guest. Maybe she got a little scared. I don't know, but I will reach out to her and maybe she'll come back on the show with us again a second time. We'll give it a try. But you guys live right, do right, you guys will be all right. Peace.
God bless.